Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. With two NFL games being played today, one at 3 o'clock and one at 6 o'clock, I've decided to only do one game today for Inside Pitch. The 1995 one and gone, the game between the Angels and the Reds, I will play tomorrow. Today, I'm just going to play one game, and we're going to do the 1985 pennant race because I want to play the Mets, and that's what we got today. The 1985 pennant race is underway. It is September 3rd. We are at Jack Murphy Stadium. The New York Mets take on the San Diego Padres. What's going on in the pennant race as you take a look at the standings? The New York Mets, 75 and 55, right now have a very good hold on second place. They should, barring a complete collapse, make the playoffs. However, the Cardinals are right behind them in third. The Phillies right now are a game back of the Cardinals. The San Diego Padres are in third place in the National League West, only a one-game lead on the Astros, and they are two behind the Reds. The Dodgers are probably going to win the National League West. This game may be more important for San Diego than it is for the Mets, but here at the pennant race, anything is possible here on Inside Pitch. The Mets historically won this game 8-3, but you guys know anything is possible. So we have the Mets and the Padres today at Jack Murphy Stadium, and of course there will be 10-minute ticker at the end of the game. Starting pitcher for the Padres in this game was Dave Dravecki, 13 wins, 11 losses, a 2.93 ERA. Dravecki gets the call for the Padres, and we'll see what the Mets can do here at the Jack Murphy Stadium. Top of the first, let's get right to it. Leading off for the Mets in this game was second baseman Wally Backman, 273 average. Let's play some baseball here. Only one game today. As we got the NFL championship games, and I'm not going to stream in between those two. Dravecki will pitch. Let's get the game started. It's a 3-3. It's a blank. Backman will swing 2-4, and it's a star 6, and he flies out to right. Next batter for the Mets is right fielder Tom Pacharik. Came over from the White Sox later in the year. 265 average. Pacharik gets the swing here. Dravecki 4-2, strikeout chance. 13 is too high. Jack Murphy Stadium -2 to strikeouts and walks. Pacharik will swing 4-3, and he flies out to center. Out number 2, and that brings up the first baseman, Keith Hernandez. Batted .309, 10 homers and 85 for the Mets. 6-2, strikeout chance, 18 is high. Hernandez will swing 3-4, and he flies out to center. And a 1-2-3 inning, go the Mets. Michael Peterson, Bears Den 007, Keith White, and Steeler fan join us here at Jack Murphy Stadium. As we're going to play the 85 pennant race today, I will not do a one and gone. We will do that tomorrow. We got 2 NFL playoff games today to watch. Starting pitcher for the Mets in this game was Rick Aguilera. 10 wins, 7 losses, a 3.24 ERA. Leading off for the Padres, shortstop Gary Templeton, 282 average, 6 homers in 85. Mets are 20 games above 500. The Padres are 10 games above 500, but a very important game here between these two. Very important game, at least for the Padres more than the Mets. And the Mets right now are probably going to make the playoffs in second place in the National League East. Yes, the standings are on Universal Baseball. In the Universal Baseball group is where I posted the standings there for you, Keith. Where I post the standings, Keith. They're in the Universal Baseball Facebook groups where I put them. If you can find it. Aguilera will pitch to Templeton. That is a 5-3, and that is a wild pitch, ball 1. Templeton, again, Aguilera will go 3-6. That's a range play at the park. And that did not make the tower. So it's Sue a dice. We'll re-roll. 1-3, and that is a star 3. It's a ground ball to first. The ball is hit to Hernandez. It's a range play, so his range is a 5, and he's got it. And it's a ground ball to first, out number 1. Next batter is the right fielder, Tony Gwynne. Not much you can really say about him, as he was one of the best hitters ever. Philip Reynolds joins us here at Jack Murphy Stadium saying go Mets. Aguilera will pitch. 1-6, that's a blank. Gwynne will swing. 3-3, star 1, he grounds it to second. That is out number 2. And the next batter is first baseman Steve Garvey. Aguilera, 4-2, that's an error on a grounder. Garvey swings 3-6, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. The ball is hit to left. That is marked. That is going to be Foster. His error rating is an 8. That's a 17. There's not going to be an error. So Garvey is safe at first on a single. 2-out single for Garvey. That brings up third baseman Greg Nettles. Two outs, infield will still be normal. I will roll for a strat, and that is a 17, nothing happening. Aguilera will pitch. 1-6, that's a blank. Nettles gets the swing. 3-6 against a righty. That's going to be a base hit past the first baseman. That is a single. Garvey, base running rating of 2, and he will make third easily on a single past first. Garvey holds there. Nettles has a single. Runners at the corners now as Aguilera in a little bit of a jam. Here's the catcher, Terry Kennedy. Rolling for strat, 18, nothing happening. Triple play video game cover, one of the best video games ever. Yes. The EA triple play was one of the best baseball games ever. Absolutely. Aguilera will pitch to Kennedy. And that is a 2-3, and that is a strikeout chance. 6 got him. Aguilera gets his first strikeout of the game. He had 74 and 85, not really a hard thrower. No runs, 2 hits for the Padres. And we've got no score after 1. Yes, Minnesota and Montreal are overachieving big time with the grades they were assigned to in the quick results. They are overachieving, there's no doubt. Kansas City really underachieving in this replay. They're not going to even make the playoffs. I don't think they're going to make it. Next batter for the Mets will be the catcher, Gary Carter. Carter, 281, 32 homers in 85. Pitch from Dravecki, 2-5. Walk chance, 11 against the lefty. Yep, that's good. Carter will trot down to first. Leadoff walk for the Mets. That brings up Daryl Strawberry. He is in center field for this game because Pacharik isn't right. Infield halfway. Strat says an 11, nothing happening. Dravecki will pitch. That's a 5-3 strikeout chance. 16 is high. Strawberry doesn't strike out on that, and that's kind of strange. But he does get to swing. 3-2. It's a grounder to short. Strawberry, a double play rating of 2. Nothing from Dravecki. Infield halfway is a 3. Second baseman pivot. Flannery -1 is a 2. So a 1-2, they turn it. It is a 3. Carter is out at second. Strawberry safe at first. On a fielder's choice. 1 out. Next up for the Mets, left fielder George Foster. 21 home runs that year, 263 average. Surprised the Cardinals are not at least close to first. Yes, no. And you know what? Playing with the cards, using the cards to decide the quick results may have been a bad move because with the cards, you sometimes get a card that may not show up later. And with the dice, it's a little bit more, maybe more realistic with the dice. Although when I do my next replay, I may be using Replay Baseball's fast score system. I may be using that for the next replay. It's a little bit easier to utilize because I don't have to make my own sheets. They're automatic. All I got to do is print. You'll see what I mean when I do that for the next replay after this. In the meantime, I'll still continue to use quick results for the rest of the way. Here's Foster, runner on first. Let's see. Strat says a 7. Hit and run. Foster does strike out pretty high. But Strawberry's got a good chance to steal. We'll do a hit and run. Hit and run is on. Dravecki, 5-2. Strikeout chance, 9. And, yep, nope, that's not a strikeout. Against the lefty, Foster's a 10. -2 is an 8. That's a 9. Foster does not strike out. So he gets to swing. 3-3, and it's a ground ball to second base. It's a grounder to second. Foster's double play rating is a 2. Nothing from Dravecki, and then a halfway is +1, makes it a 3. And the shortstop pivot is no rating. However, so it's a 3, but it's a hit and run. So it's a -2 for a double. It's a -2. So the only way they can turn the double play still is on a 1. That is a 4, and I do not get it. And Daryl Strawberry's base running rating is a 4. -1 is a 3, but the base running ratings on a hit and run get 2, which is a 5. Is added to, that makes a 5. Strawberry's safe at second. Foster is out, 2 outs. That's how you run the hit and run on a ground out. Two men down. Strawberry on at second now. Here's Ray Knight. Infield will be normal. Strat says a 2. Strawberry, do you steal third? No. Knight can hit. No, not run it. Usually at second base, you should score from second without a problem. Strawberry on at second. There'll be steal. Dravecki will pitch. That's a 3-6. Against a righty, that's a home run chance. Against the lefty, a 1-14. That is a 15. Knight does not get the home run. He misses it by 1. Are you kidding me? But he does get to swing. 6-3, and he pops out to short. Thanks a lot, Ray. Nothing across for the Mets except a walk, and we go to the bottom of the second, no score. As Knight misses a home run by 1. Thanks a lot, Ray. Bottom of the second inning. And leading off for the Padres will be Carmelo Martinez. He is in left field. Aguilera with the pitch. That's a 4-6, and that is a home run with a question mark. Martinez is a righty. 1-3, that's a 7. It's high. Martinez does get the swing, though. 3-4, and he flies out the left. We wouldn't kid you. Here's center fielder Kevin Mcreynolds, K-Mac, future Met. Aguilera, 5-3, wild pitch, ball 1. Aguilera again, 2-1, that's a blank. Mcreynolds will swing 6-4, star 3, and that's a ground out to first. Out number 2. And that brings up Tim Flannery. He is at second base for the game. Aguilera, 6-3, range play. Flannery, 5-2, popped up to second base. The ball is hit to Backman. His range is a 3. He will not make it. That's going to be a base hit. Now, I know it's a pop out. In this case, usually what they say is instead of turning into a pop out, it's just a line drive base hit. He couldn't make the play. So that he can't make the play. He probably falls in shallow right center. So Flannery's safe at first on a single. Something like that. I don't know. He didn't make the play. That brings up the pitcher, Dave Dravecki, batted 116 as a pitcher in 85. Just roll around Strat first. Strat roll says a 3. Flat, nothing happening. Aguilera will pitch. 5-1, that's at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium says 2-6. And that is a home run, possibly to the opposite field. But Dravecki has no home run rating at all. So that is just good. has no home run rating at all. So that means it's just, so the home run opposite field, Dravecki is a righty. The opposite field is right field, and that's just going to be a fly out to right. A home run for the opposite field for Dravecki, but he has no chance of hitting one there, and the inning is over. So the Mets actually get a break on that with Dravecki at the plate on a home run chance, and nothing doing. No runs and a hit for the Padres. Still no score after 2. Top of the third coming up. The final score, the original score of this game was 8-3. The Mets won that game. Here's Raphael Santana at short, batted .257 that year in 85. He hit better in 85 than it did at 86, but Santana was actually a better fielder in 86 than he was in 85. Dravecki's pitch, 1-3 against the righty. That's a blank. Santana will swing 6-1, grounds it to short. Out number 1. Next batter is the pitcher, Rick Aguilera. He batted .278 as a batter. He had a good season at the plate. Dravecki, 5-4 against the righty. It's a blank. Aguilera gets the swing, 2-4, and he singles it right up the middle. That's a base hit. Base hit for Aguilera. He'll go to first. That's the first base hit of the game for the Mets, too. Here's Backman. Backman flew out his last time up, infield halfway. See if anything on a strat. Don't think so, but there could be a pickoff, which there isn't. Backman, of course, is not going to bunt, so he'll swing away. Dravecki with the pitch. 2-5, walk chance. 10 is good. He walks him. Backman's a 12, -2 from the stadium is a 10. That is a 10. And Dravecki does walk Backman, and the Mets are in business. Runners at first and second. Infield will stay halfway. Here is Tom Pacharik. He will come up to bat. Strat says a 4. Nothing happening. Dravecki will pitch. Dravecki, 3-5. Range play at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium, 1-3. That's a star 3, and that's going to be a grounder to short. The ball is hit to Templeton. His range is a 4, but the infield is half, so his range is a 3. He's got it. Does he turn double play? Pacharik is 2. 0. Halfway is 3. Second base, Flannery, -1 is a 2. A 1-2, they turn the double play. It is a 4. They do not. Aguilera will make it to third. Backman's base running rating becomes a 3 with the infield halfway. He is going to be out on the 4, and Pacharik is safe at first. And there are 2 outs. Fielder's choice. But runners at first and third now for Keith Hernandez. Glenn Perrell joins us at Jack Murphy Stadium. That is a 6, and there is nothing happening. We will still have 10-minute ticker after this game, of course. We're doing the pennant race. I moved the one and gone tomorrow between the Angels and the Reds for tomorrow. Dravecki's pitch, 1-6 against the lefty, strikeout +10. That 14 will get him. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Dravecki at 105 of them, and the threat goes by the board as the Mets can't get anybody in. Bottom of the third coming up. Forever Remain 90 joins us here at Jack Murphy Stadium. What are my thoughts on Backman as a player? I thought Backman was an excellent player. I have no problem with Wally Backman. An above-average hitter, was always good. Believe it or not, the 1-2 punch of Dykstra and Backman in 1986, there really was no other punch like that in the rest of the league that year. Backman was a fine player. He may be a little underrated in some areas, but I always loved Backman. I had no problem with him at second base. Always liked Backman. He was an excellent sacrifice hitter. He stunk, though, against, he was horrible against lefties, though. He couldn't hit against lefties to save his life, really, but I always liked Backman. Bottom of the third, and leading off for the Padres will be Templeton. He's 0 for 1. Aguilera, 2-5. That's a blank. Templeton will swing, 6-3. Leadoff double to right. Padres get a leadoff double. Templeton will hold at second. Good start for the Friars. Here's Tony Gwynne. He was a good switch hitter, yes. Aguilera will pitch to Gwynne. Templeton on its second. That is a 20. Aguilera turns around, throws to second. He is out of there. He got him. Pick him off from second base on a 4. He nails Templeton. What a play by Aguilera. 1 out. He got him. Tony Gwynne will now bat with nobody on base. Aguilera's pitch, 3-2. Hit by pitch, 16 is way high. Gwynne will swing 2-6. It's a ground ball to first. That's out number 2. Oh, Templeton caught napping at second base. Here's Steve Garvey. Garvey is 1 for 1. He singled his last time up. Aguilera, 6-4. That's a double question mark. Garvey's a righty. 1-8 would be a single. That's a 12. It's too high. Garvey will swing 5-3, and he grounds it to short. And that ends the inning. No runs and a hit for the Padres. After 3, there's still no score. Top of the 4th inning coming up. Here's Gary Carter. The Mets come into this game at 75-55. The Padres 70-60. Remember, top 3 teams each division make the playoffs, so there's still lots of important baseball games coming up. The only division that's pretty much that's not decided yet is the American League East. The Toronto Blue Jays are 6 games ahead, are 6 wins ahead of the Yankees in the American League East. That division is not decided yet. The other 3, Minnesota, Montreal, and the Dodgers, should clinch by middle of the month. Here's Gary Carter. Carter is walked his last time up. Dravecki, 6-4 against the righty blank. Carter will swing 3-6. Star 5, he flies out to center. First out. And that brings up Daryl Strawberry. Strawberry will bat. Dravecki, 1-5, range play. Strawberry gets the swing, 3-1. Star 4, that's a ground ball to short. The ball is Templeton. Range is a 4. He can't get it. Base hit. Strawberry gets it right past Templeton. He's safe at first with a single. That brings up Foster. Infield halfway. Check the strat. That is a 5. Strawberry. Yeah, steal attempt available. 14 plus 1 is 15. Kennedy, no adjustment. A 1-15 for Strawberry to steal. He's out of there. Rolled a 20. A 75% chance for Strawberry to steal, and Kennedy guns him right down at second base with a 20. Nobody would have been safe on that. That's an automatic out. 2 down, so Strawberry gets thrown out. 2 outs. And now Foster will bat with the runner with the bases empty. Dravecki, 4-2, strikeout chance. 9 is too high. Foster will swing. That's a 6-6, and he flies out to center, and that ends the inning. No runs and a hit, but Strawberry caught at second base on a 20, and we're still no score going in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Greg Nettles. Nettles is 1 for 1. He singled his last time up. Aguilera, 4-6. Home run with a question mark. Nettles is a lefty. 1-13. That is a 2. It passes. Nettles against a righty, a 1-14. A 1-14. Nettles hits this out of here. It is gone. Greg Nettles gets a good hold of that one, sends it over the left field fence. Padres take a 1-0 lead on a homer by Nettles. Stadium cheers. Yay! Section 518 groans. 1-0 Padres on a homer by Greg Nettles. Aguilera pitched him a meatball. Nettles turned it into lasagna. Here's Terry Kennedy. Kennedy 0 for 1. Aguilera with the pitch. 5-4. Strikeout chance. 18 is high. Kennedy will swing. 5-3. Grounds it to first. Out number 1. And that will bring up Carmelo Martinez. Aguilera 3-5. Strikeout chance. 10 is high. Martinez will swing. 5-3. Flies out the left. For the second time, he's flown out the left. Here's Kevin Mcreynolds. Mcreynolds is 0 for 1. Aguilera 5-6. That's a walk chance, and that 6 is too high. Mcreynolds has a 7. -2 from the stadium is a 5. Mcreynolds does get the swing, though, and it's going to be a base hit, 1-1 single to right. Mcreynolds still gets the first base anyway on a base hit. A chance now for Tim Flannery. Flannery will bat. Anything on a strat, and that is a 16. Nothing happening. Aguilera will pitch. 3-4. Wild pitch. 16 is too high. Ball 1. Do it again. Aguilera. 4-3. Strikeout chance. This time he gets him. That's a 3, and he is gone. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Aguilera. 1 run for the Padres on 2 hits. They lead 1-0 after 4. Top of inning number 5. It is Rain Knight leading off for the Mets. He is 0 for 1. Dravecki 4-1. Strikeout chance. 17 is high. Knight will swing. 6-6. Fly out to right. That's the first out. Here's Raphael Santana. That's a 3-3 blank. Santana gets to swing the bat. 1-4. Star 4, he grounds it to short. And now Rick Aguilera, he's 1 for 1. Got a base hit his last time up. Dravecki 2-2. That's a possible error. Aguilera will swing. 6-1. That is a pop-up to Dravecki. Dravecki's error rating is an 8. That is a 7. Dravecki's going to drop that ball. That is an error on Dravecki as he drops the ball. And with 2 outs, that is a 2-base error, and Aguilera will wind up at second base. And E1 on Dravecki, he drops it. And Aguilera will go to second on the drop pop fly. He will hold at second base, and the batter now is Wally Backman. Backman the batter, 2 outs. That's the first error on the Padres. Checking the strat roll, see if the Mets can take advantage of it. 17, nothing happening. He's not going to bunt with 2 outs. Dravecki will pitch. 1-2. That's a walk chance. The 9 is good. He walks Backman. Backman will trot down to first on a walk. Second time he's been walked in this game. And now can Tom Pacharik do the job here? Runners at first and second, 2 outs. That is a 2. Nothing happening. Dravecki will pitch. And that's a 3-1. That's a walk chance. The 6 is going to be too high this time. Pacharik will swing. 5-2 against the lefty. Base hit into set. It right past the pitcher. Against the lefty, that is a single 1. Aguilera's base running rating is a 1. That's good enough. He will come in to score, so the error does hurt. Backman's base running rating is a 4. With 2 outs becomes a 5. A single 1. He will make third base. And Pacharik is at first. And the Mets tie the game. Tom Pacharik comes through with a big base hit. And there are 2 outs, but runners at the corners now. The Mets tie the game up. And a chance now for Keith Hernandez. That is an 11. Nothing happening on the roll. Dravecki will pitch. That's a 3-2. That's an error on a throw. Hernandez will swing. 4-4. Star 1. It's a ground ball to second. The ball is hit to Flannery. His error rating is a 7. That's a 6. There's going to be an error on the throw. There's a throwing error on Flannery. It is a throwing error. The throw is going to Garvey. Garvey's range is a 3. Does he prevent the roll? Does he prevent it from getting past him? Yes, he does. It's a 1-base error. So Backman does come in to score. Pacharik is on at second, and Hernandez is safe at first on an E4. Second error on the Padres in this game. And that allows the run to score. Two errors on San Diego. It's 2-1 Mets. Wow, Tim Flannery makes an error there. Dravecki looking at his defense and saying, hey, really, guys, can you help me out here? And the defense looks behind him and say, hey, you're the one that dropped the pop fly ball, man, and allowed this inning to continue. It's all your fault. That brings up Gary Carter. 2-1 Mets with 2 outs. 2 huge errors on the Padres in this game. Carter is 0 for 1 with a walk. Strat says a 15, nothing happening. Dravecki will pitch. That's a 3-6. And against a righty, that's a 3-6 against a righty. It's a home run chance. Carter against the lefty is 20 on both sides. The die roll is a 20. Well, what can you say, people? Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. The kid goes yard. It is gone. Home run, Gary Carter. A 3-run jack by the kid. And the Mets now take a 5-1 lead in the top of the 5th inning. All those errors were killer on the Padres in this so far. Five to 1 Mets as Gary Carter sends that one into left field. That is gone. Oh, Dravecki knows he served up a grapefruit, and good old Gary turned it into fruit salad. And all of these runs were scored with 2 outs, 2 gigantic errors. Here's Strawberry. Strawberry's 1 for 2. Dravecki with the pitch. That's a 3-3. That's a blank. Strawberry gets the swing. 3-3. Star 6. He flies it to right, and that will end it. 5 runs for the Mets on 2 hits, 2 errors, and a walk. Halfway through the game, 5-1 New York Metropolitans. And pretty much all those runs on Dravecky were unearned. They were all unearned. Well, he got one earned because of Carter. Carter's home run was the only earned error. So out of those 5 runs, 4 of them were unearned. Poor Dravecki on that one. Bottom of the 5th, can Aguilera keep it where it's at right now? And Dave Dravecki is the leadoff batter. And you're in the 5th inning, and Dravecki, it's a 5-run game. It's not his fault. If you're the Padres, do you go to a pinch hitter right now? I mean, it's not his fault. Jeez. Although he did drop the pop fly. Yeah, that's it for Dravecki. He's going to come out. So we'll see a pinch hitter for the Padres. He'll be the player, of course, with the most at bats. And that's going to be Jerry Royster. 249 at bats, 281 average. Jerry Royster will go up against Aguilera here to start the bottom of the 5th. The Padres are going to the bullpen early. Aguilera, 4-6. That's a home run with a question mark. Royster's a righty, 1-3, 15 is high. Royster does get to swing, 3-4, and he pops it to short. That is out number 1. Here is Gary Templeton. Templeton, 1 for 2, doubled his last time up, and then got picked off at second. Aguilera, 2-2, strikeout chance, 3, got him. Strikes out Templeton, strikeout number 3 for Aguilera. And now here's Tony Gwynne. Rest in peace, Gary Carter. Thank you for the home run there. Aguilera will pitch. 5-6. That's a walk chance. The 18 is high. Gwynne will swing 1-4, and he grounds it to second, and the inning is over. Tony Gwynne is 0 for 3 in this ball game. Nothing across for the Padres. 5-1 Mets. Top of inning number 6. Foster leads off. They got right coming up. So let's see who the Padres want to bring on to pitch. Let's see. It's a 4-run lead. I think you save him for another time. Padres are going to go with Luis De Leon. No wins, 3 losses, a 3 save, a 4.19 ERA. De Leon will pitch to George Foster here to start the top of the 6th. 5-1 Mets. De Leon with the pitch. 6-1 range play. Foster gets the swing. 4-3. That is a single to right field. Gwynne is out there. His range is a 3. He can't make it. It will stay a base hit. Foster gets a single. Next batter is Ray Knight. Infield halfway. Stratz says a 4. Nothing on the plate. De Leon will pitch. And that is a 4-1. That's a strikeout chance. 16 is high. Knight gets the swing. 6-4. Grounded to short. Knight's double play rating's a 4. Nothing from De Leon. Infield halfway is a 5. Second base Flannery -1 is still a 4. So a 1-4, they turn it. And they do. 6-4-3 double play. Two outs now. And here's Santana. De Leon looking in, pitching to Santana. That's a 2-3. That's an error on a throw. And again, I missed that die. Again, I have Suadai, so I'll re-roll. 3-3, and that's a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Nettles. His error rating is an 8. That is a 6. He throws it wide. Does Garvey make it, prevent it from going past him? No, he does not. Santana's base running rating is a 3. Does he make it to second? Yes, he does. Santana will take second on the bad throw. An error on Nettles. And that is an E5. That is the third error on the Padres in this game. And allows Santana to go to second base on the throwing error. The next batter is Aguilera. They're going to let him hit. He bats 278. And let's see how many batters he's faced. He could probably go another inning or two. So Aguilera's going to hit. Santana on its second. Another big error. 3 errors on the Padres today. Strat says a 5. Nothing happening. De Leon will pitch. And that is a 1-6 strikeout chance, and Aguilera does go down. Nothing for the Mets. They got a hit and an error. Bottom of the 6th coming up, 5-1 Mets. Dang it. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Leading off for the Padres will be Steve Garvey. Jack Murphy Stadium wondering what's going on. Obviously, the Padre players forgot how to play defense today. Aguilera will pitch. That's a 1-1. That's a blank. Garvey gets to swing 3-4, and that is a pop out to third. That's the first out. Next up is Greg Nettles. Nettles is 2 for 2, a single and a homer. Let's see if Aguilera does a better job in pitching to him. 4-5 against the lefty, walk plus 10, and that one is a no-brainer. And Nettles will make first base again. Third time Nettles has reached base. Here's Terry Kennedy. Infield halfway. Anything on a strat? That is a 9. Nothing happening. Aguilera will pitch. And that is a 2-2 strikeout chance. 6 got him. He strikes out Kennedy for the second time. Strikeout number 4 for Aguilera. 2 outs. Carmelo Martinez is next. He's 0 for 2. Nettles still on it first. Strat is a 6. No play. Aguilera will pitch. That's a 5-1. That's at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium says 3-1, and that's a fly out to center, and the inning ends there. A walk is all the Padres get at the end of 6, 5-1 Mets. We go to the top of the 7th. Wally Backman will bat against Luis De Leon. De Leon actually pitched to 4 batters. Let's see. Do they want to keep him? Let's see. He is a switch hitter. Then you got right, and then you got left. Backman does worse against lefties. That's going to be it for De Leon. He's going to come out. Padres will go to the bullpen. And coming out to pitch will be lefty Craig Lefferts. Craig Lefferts. Not a bad pitcher. 7 wins, 6 losses, 2 saves, a 3.35 ERA. He'll pitch to Backman, who turns Backman around. Top of the 7th, Lefferts with the pitch, 6-5. That's a strikeout chance. The 13 is too high. Backman gets the swing, though, 5-6, and he flies out to left. And that is out number 1. And here's Tom Pacharik. Pacharik has an RBI, had a 2 RBIs, had an RBI single last time up. Lefferts with the pitch, 3-4. And against a righty, that's a blank. Pacharik will swing, 3-3, lines it to first. Second out. And now Keith Hernandez. Hernandez is 0 for 2. He reached on an error. Lefferts with the pitch, 2-6. Double question mark. Hernandez is a lefty. A 1-3 is an automatic out. That's a 5. It's too high. Hernandez will swing, 5-5, star 3, automatic out anyway, and it's a fly out to right. And a 1-2-3 inning by Lefferts. Not too bad for him. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Mets lead the Padres 5-1. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will be right back. What have we got coming up on Inside Pitch? Well, tomorrow I'll do the one and gone for today. I was going to do we were going to do California taking on the Reds, but that game has been moved to tomorrow because I do want to watch the playoff games tonight for the NFL. So I didn't want to stream in between them, and by the time the second game got over, it would have been too late. So I thought I'd get the Met game. I thought I'd get the Met game instead and play the 85 one and gone. So tomorrow morning we will have California at Cincinnati for 1995 one and gone. It is Sean Bosky going up against Jose Rio. That'll be tomorrow's game there. And continuing the 1985 pennant race, we have in a very important game actually back in the American League. The Milwaukee Brewers will take on the Kansas City Royals tomorrow night on Inside Pitch 85. So that's what we got. We got the Angels, Reds, 95, one and gone. Brewers, Royals, 85, pennant race. So be there or be square. Bottom of the 7th here, Mets leading the Padres 5-1. This will probably be Aguilera's last inning. Kevin Mcreynolds leads off for the Friars in the bottom of the 7th. Padres not having a good day in the field. 3 errors. Aguilera will pitch, and that is a 1-1. That is a blank. Mcreynolds will swing 5-6, star 5, and it's a fly out to left. That's the first out. Next batter is Flannery. Flannery is 1 for 2, singled in the second. Aguilera's pitch, 3-1. That's a walk chance. The 17 is too high. Flannery does have a 17, but -2 from the stadium makes it a 15. So Flannery does get the swing, though, 4-6, and he grounds it to second. 2 down. Pinch hitter coming up for Lefferts. He will be done for the game. We are in the 7th inning, so I have to go by the most at bats still on the bench, and that will be Kurt Pavakwa. 138 at bats. He'll go up against Aguilera. Batted .239 that year. Kurt Pavakwa, another great baseball name. How can you not love a guy by the name of Kurt Pavakwa? Another great name. Aguilera is now tired. So now we'll see if he can get through this without giving up a fatigue result. That's a 5-2, and that is a strikeout chance. The 19 is high. Pavakwa gets the swing, 5-2. He grounds it to second base, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning for Aguilera. He is doing a fine job today. At the end of 7, 5-1 Mets. Top of the 8th. Let's see. Leading off for the Mets is Gary Carter. You got right, left, right. Think the Padres will go to a right-hander. See who they're going to bring up. And they're going to go with... They're going to go with Roy Lee Jackson. 2 wins, 3 losses, 2 saves, a 2.70 ERA. It's still a 4-run game. So you're still pretty much you get bases loaded. Tying run comes to the plate, so the Padres will still continue to use their better pitchers here. Jackson will come up to pitch. He'll go up against Gary Carter, who blasted a home run to right, a 3-run jack his last time up. May he rest in peace. What a ball player. Gary Carter, what a player. I mean, a great hitter, but a beast at catcher. I mean, in the old days when you could block the plate, when you could block the plate like Johnny Bench, Gary Carter, in those days when Thurman Munson, when you can block the plate and you were a runner coming down the third base line and you were heading for Munson or Carter or Bench, you know what? You deserved what happened to you if you ran into him. Jackson will pitch. That's a 4-1 against the righty. Walk plus 10. And, yep, that'll walk Carter. He'll go to first. Carter draws the base on balls. He's on base for the 3rd time today. He's walked twice. And the batter will be Daryl Strawberry. Infield halfway. Strat roll says a 19. Nothing happening. Jackson will pitch to Strawberry. And that's a 3-1. That's a strikeout chance. The 18 is too high. Strawberry gets the swing. And that is a 6-6. It's a ball hit to center field. That is a 5. Against a right-hander, that's going to be a double for Strawberry. Double for the Straw. Carter's base running rating is a 1. Probably will not make it home. Let's see. It's a 1. The ball is hit to center field. That's a double to center. So that's +1 is a 2. Center fielder Mcreynolds -1. So on a 1, Carter is safe. 2 to 5 he holds. 6, someone's out. That is a 6, and that out is him. That is a 3. Carter thrown out at the plate by Kevin Mcreynolds. But on the 3, but with the white die being a 3, though, that base running rating for Strawberry is lower than his 4. So Strawberry takes 3rd on the throw. So Carter is out. It is a double for Strawberry, but he does go to 3rd on the throw by Mcreynolds. There is 1 out. So Carter thrown out by K-Mac. Oh, guns him down at the plate. 1 out, but a man on 3rd now for the Mets. And here's George Foster. Infield is in. Padres will not allow the run to go. Will try to avoid the run. I do have some clarifications on well, never mind. It doesn't mean anything in this play. 5-1, 1 out. Infield in. Jackson will call it. And that is a 12. No play on a strat roll. Foster, Jackson will pitch. 4-3. And against a righty, that's a strikeout chance. That 10 is too high. Foster has an 11. -2 is a 9. Foster gets the swing. 4-3, single to right field, base hit for Foster. RBI single for George Foster. The $10 million bum finally makes good. Strawberry comes in to score. 6-1 Mets. RBI single. Infield goes back to halfway. The batter is Ray Knight. Roy Lee Jackson comes in here but gives up a run. 6-1 Mets. Jackson will continue to pitch a little bit more here. Ray Knight is the batter. Strat roll says a 10. Nothing happening. Infield halfway. Jackson 1-5 against a righty. Walk chance. The 9 is too high. Knight gets the swing. That's a 5-1, and he grounds it back to first. Double play rating 4. Jackson +1 is 5. Infield halfway is 6. Shortstop Templeton, no adjustment. It's an automatic 6, which means it's an automatic 3-6-3 double play, and the inning ends there. "3-6-3 double play, inning over. 1 run for the Mets on 2 hits. Bottom of the 8th coming up, 6-1 Mets. Bottom half of the 8th coming up. Aguilera is due to bat second in the bottom of the 8th inning. Let's see. Top of the order for the Padres is Gary Templeton. And we're going to see a new pitcher. Aguilera is done. He's done a great job, but they will take him out. You got switch left-right coming up. And I think they're going to go with a lefty here for the Mets. And they're going to bring in Jesse. That means Orozco would have to bat. Let's see if there's anybody else. Probably not. They're going to do a double switch. Jesse Orozco is going to come in. So we're going to do a double switch here. Let's see how we're going to do this. Jesse Orozco is going to come in, and he's going to replace he's going to take Ray Knight's spot. So Ray Knight's going to come out at third base. And taking over third base will be Howard Johnson. He will bat 9th. And Orozco is going to go into the 7th spot. So let's get Howard Johnson's hitting in there. Not much better than Knight. So Howard Johnson will take over at third base. Jesse Orozco is going to slide into the 7th spot and allow him to stay in there for at least the 6 batters he may be able to go. Gary Templeton leads off for the Padres here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Orozco 2-4 against the switch hitter right. That is a home run check. Yeah, my luck. Templeton against the lefty is a 2. That's an 11, though. It is too high, so no homer for Templeton. He does get to swing 5-1, and he grounds it to first. 1 out. And that will bring up Tony Gwynne. Orozco will pitch. That's a 4-2. Error on a throw. Gwynne will swing 3-4, star 6. It's a fly out to center. And there's no there is no throwing error there, so that's out number 2. Here's Steve Garvey. Orozco will pitch to Garvey. That's a 2-3. Strikeout chance. 3. Got him. He struck out Garvey. 1-2-3 inning for Jesse. 8 in the book, 6-1 Mets. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Raphael Santana leads off. Roy Lee Jackson is coming out. The Padres will go to the bullpen. They're going to go with Lance McCullers. No wins, 2 losses, 5 saves, a 2.31 ERA. Raphael Santana will bat. Top of the 9th inning. Mets leading 6-1. McCullers, 4-6. That's at the park. Jack Murphy Stadium says 3-2. That is a blank. We got a rare play. Here we go. Rare play, bases empty. And that is a 2-6. Third baseman goes into hole to make the play and hurts himself on the play. Resolve play as a G5 range play. Check for injury to third. Well, the ball is hit. The ball is hit to Howard Johnson, who just took over at third base. His range is a 1. He will not make it. Is it a single or a double? And that's going to be I'm sorry, what am I talking about? The Padres in the field. I'm sorry. Nettles, his range is a 3. Let me re-roll that. I'm thinking the Mets are in the field. Nettles' range is a 3. I'll re-roll it. And then he does make the play. So Nettles gets it, throws to first. That's out number 1. I keep on forgetting sometimes who's up. But Nettles, though, says he's hurt. We'll find out. His injury rating is a 2. On a 1, he's okay. Nope. Nettles is gone for the game. So that'll be it for Nettles. But he's a baseball player. He'll be back. Plus, we're playing as-played lineups. So we need a new third baseman for the Padres, and I got nobody on the bench. Tim Flannery's going to have to move to third. So Flannery becomes the new third baseman. 1-0 for him. So Flannery now goes to third base, and I need a second baseman, and that's going to be Mario Ramirez, I believe. Yeah, Mario Ramirez will come in and play second base for the Padres. So he takes over for Flannery. And I'll get his information in there. He's at second base. So Mario Ramirez will take over at second base, and Tim Flannery has to move to third on the injury. But there is one out. No, it's how many games is he out? Doesn't matter. Remember, I'm playing as-played lineups, so it doesn't matter. The injury is only for game only. He's only for game only. I don't keep track of any injuries because you're playing as-played lineups. If I was playing the Padres tomorrow again, all right, and if he was in the lineup, he'd be there. So we're playing as-played. I totally forgot. So here's Howard Johnson. He's at third base for the Mets, taking over for Knight, allowing Orozco the double switch. McCullers with the pitch, 6-4. That's a strikeout plus 10, and Johnson's a dead duck. And that is out number 2. And here's Wally Backman. Backman he's 0 for 2, but he's been walked twice. 2 outs. McCullers will pitch. And that's a 4-4 against the lefty. That is a blank. Backman gets the swing, and that is a 1-5, and he grounds it right back to McCullers. And he throws to first to get the out. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3, go the Mets. 6-1. Will we see some ninth inning magic? As a Mets fan, this time I hope we don't have any. But you know how my games go. Leading off for the Padres is going to be Mario Ramirez. Nettles was due to bat first in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ramirez will bat. Orozco will pitch to him. Orozco is not tired. He will go. Here's the pitch from Orozco. 6-5, range play. Ramirez swings 1-5. It's a ground ball to third. Ouch. That is hit to Johnson. And Johnson's range is a 1. He's got it. Whoa, what a play by Howard Johnson. Gets it. Throws to first, out number 1. What a play by Johnson. And it goes as a grounder to third. 16% chance to make the play, and he does. Out number 1, and the batter is Terry Kennedy. Orozco pumps his fist on a great play by Johnson. Orozco will pitch. 2-2, possible error. Kennedy will swing 1-4 against the lefty. That is a base hit to first base. Hernandez's his error rating is a 2. That is a 10. There is no error, and that's just going to be a single for Kennedy. And Kennedy gets on board. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 ninth inning here at RJL 518? I think not. Here's Carmelo Martinez. He will bat. Kennedy on it first. Met bullpen getting ready to come in. And they got 1 out. The Padres are down by 5 runs. They are playing safe. So station to station on base hits only. As there is no strat roll at the moment. Infield will be halfway. Orozco will pitch. Let him pitch to Martinez. No strat. Orozco, 3-5. That's a strikeout chance. 12 is high. Martinez swings. 2-4. Fly ball to right field. Out number 2. And Kennedy will have to hold at first. The batter now is Kevin Mcreynolds. Orozco is tired. He will come out. He did his job. And now, of course, it's Roger time. Roger McDowell, 6 wins, 5 losses, 17 saves, a 2.83 ERA. Roger McDowell will try to end the game. Infield now normal. Kennedy on it first. Mcreynolds. Let's see. Are there anybody on the bench for the Padres? Mcreynolds is in center field, and the answer is Mcreynolds does have home run ability, but you need base runners. I think that's more important than home run power in this case. Mcreynolds is going to come back. And coming on to bat for the Padres will be Jerry Davis, a 2.93 average hitter, which means I'll have to replace the center fielder if this goes any further. Jerry Davis will pinch hit against McDowell. 2 outs. Kennedy on it first. 6-1 Mets. McDowell getting ready to bat. Get ready to pitch. There is a strat roll. McDowell does have a pickoff chance. 12, nothing happening. McDowell will pitch. That's a 5-4 against a righty. Strikeout chance. 8 minus 2 is a 6. That's a 6. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the game. Mets beat the Padres 6-1. We have a happy recap. No runs and a hit for San Diego. Final line score coming up. For the Mets, 6 runs, 7 hits, no errors. For the Padres, 1 run, 7 hits, and 3 errors. The winning pitcher is Brick Aguilera. He gets the win. Dave Dravecki takes a hard luck loss. Out of those 6 runs, only 2 were earned. And 1 was only earned by Dravecki. Those errors on the Padres killed him. Ugh. A big win for the Mets as they beat the Padres today. Happy recap here at Jack Murphy Stadium. Don't go away. 10-minute ticker coming up. As Steeler fan says, bring on the ticker. Yes, Section 518 cheers. Yay! The 2021 Padres may go far in a future one and done. Possibly, yes. I already ordered the 2020 season. That's on the way. I'll probably get it sometime next week from Inside Pitch. I do want to do a 2021 and gone, but I might not do it until I'm done with this 85 replay. Because I may be doing 2 games a day with 85 as we get further in. Mets beat the Padres 6-1. Let's see how the 10-minute ticker goes today. September 3rd. Oakland at Baltimore 7. That's a win for the Orioles 8-5. California at Detroit. And that is a 6. Angels win 2-1. Angels got to win games to stay alive. White Sox at Kansas City. That is a 6. White Sox win 8-7. Milwaukee at Minnesota. And that is a 7. That's a win for the Twins, 4-0. Minnesota continues to hold on to the American League West. Seattle taking on the Yankees. That's a 6. Yankees get the win, 4-0. Boston taking on Texas. That is a 5. A win for the Red Sox. They get the win, 5-4. Boston definitely in the hunt. Houston taking on the Chicago Cubs. I know Steeler fan wants to see his Astros win, and that is a 7. No, the Cubs beat the Astros 5-1. As I know Steeler fan will say, rigged. Montreal will take on Los Angeles. That is a 9. Dodgers win 9-0 there. Atlanta taking on Pittsburgh. And that is a 2. Pirates win that one, 7-5. Philadelphia taking on San Francisco. And that is Suadice. I will re-roll. And that is a 6. A win for the Phillies, 3-2. As they stay in the hunt very much. Only a half game back of the Cardinals. Cincinnati taking on the Cardinals. I know Philip Reynolds rooting for the Reds. And that is a 6, and this one belongs to the Reds, 7-5. They beat the Cardinals, which is good for my Mets. Keep the Cardinals away. Now we go to September 4th. Oakland at Baltimore. That is a 7, a win for the Orioles, 9-5. California taking on Detroit. And that is a 4, a win for the Angels, 4-0. White Sox at the Royals. That is a 2, a win for the White Sox, 7-3. Chicago trying to get back into this. Milwaukee taking on Minnesota. And that is a 5. That's a win for the Brewers, 8-2. Seattle taking on the Yankees. That is a 6. Yankees win again, 9-4. Cleveland at Toronto. And that is a 5. Indians win 8-0. The Yankees will gain on the Blue Jays. Houston taking on the Chicago Cubs. I know Steeler fan watching. And that is a 5. Astros win 6-0. Montreal taking on the Dodgers. And that is a 9, a win for the Dodgers, 7-1. Atlanta at Pittsburgh. That's a 7, a win for the Braves, 9-8. Battle of 2 last place teams. New York Mets at the Padres. Can the Mets win another one? It's a 7. Yes, we got a happy recap. 8-3. Mets get the win. Philadelphia against the Giants. And that is a 7. Phillies win 6-4. Cincinnati taking on the Cardinals. And that is a 5. A win, and this one belongs to the Reds. 7-1. And that is a good 10-minute ticker for a lot of people today. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And on our next Inside Pitch 85 pennant race, the Milwaukee Brewers will take on the Kansas City Royals. We'll have that game tomorrow night. Am I caught up with Anthony in my co-op replay? No, I'm a couple of games back. And right now, Inside Pitch has my attention other than Payoff Pitch. Steeler fan, Keith White, Philip Reynolds, Bears Den, Forever Remain 90, Glenn Parao, Michael Peterson, thank you all for joining me today. There will not be a game tonight. We're going to watch some NFL action. Please leave a like on your way out through the turnstiles. We most appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we will see you guys hopefully later tonight for more action. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, and stay strong. The Mets win the game over the Padres 6-1. Take care, everyone. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow.